What is up, everybody? My name is Hefty Lefty, and thank you so much for clicking on this video. So I'm coming at you in an unusual state. I think the last time I did this full screen face that you're seeing right now is when I did the what was it? The review of Fallout, the casual review of the Fallout TV show. So this is going to be kind of similar. This is going to be kind of like my first reaction type video. I thought it'd be an interesting thing to do, given that a bunch of Black Ops 6 content is being dropped as of late. So I'm going to watch two videos right now, and I'm going to, I don't know, I guess we'll call it casually react to them, because I'm not a game reviewer. I'm not a reaction, video person. I love Call of Duty, and I'm actually pretty excited about Black Ops 6. So I won't do much more talking right now, but let's watch these two videos. So the first one I have up is the Liberty Falls trailer. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to go here, and here we go.
There's a place just round the bend. A place by the name of Liberty Falls. 1991's fastest growing town in America, and it's plain to see why. It's a place of simple tastes. Neighbors help.
Their eyes are yellow. That's important.
Where church ain't just for Sundays. So if you're passing this way, be sure to stop on by. We're dying to welcome you.
Pre-order digitally and instantly unlock the Reflect 115 camo pack in modern.
No. Okay. No, not no to the video. No to the pre-ordering. I've stopped pre-ordering games, and you should too. Because you can't be too careful these days. Call of Duty has, unfortunately, disappointed me and many others far too many times at this point. That's why I'm kind of doing this. So that's a different discussion. But, I mean, this looks pretty cool. 1991, they said. That's interesting. So it's taking place... well, I wonder... I don't know about the... I don't even know if this game is going to have a story mode, but I wonder if the... like the chronological order of things. I wonder if this happens after like the Berlin Wall falls or something, because that would be kind of cool. Wait,
1991's fastest growing town in America, and it's plain to see why.
Okay, so this is America. Where did it say?
1991's.
Yeah.
There's a place just round the bend. A place by the name of Liberty Falls.
Doesn't tell you where it is. Okay, but it's an American town, whatever. So that's cool. Man, it's just so cool to have round-based zombies again, because like I personally loved the round-based zombies maps of Cold War, of Call of Duty Cold War, which is like, that's another thing too, because I feel like when they announced that this game was called Call of Duty Black Ops 6, I was like, where was Black Ops 5? That was Cold War, and we're just kind of supposed to assume that that is what Black Ops 5 was. Besides the point, but just kind of hilarious to me. So Cold War is obviously Black Ops 5. They just didn't call it that. But nevertheless, I loved the round-based zombies of Cold War. And I liked Outbreak for a little bit of time. It was kind of one of those things like Warzone. Like it got old after a while. I don't know. Warzone kind of started sucking when they did the combination of Modern Warfare and then Cold War. They mixed all the guns together. It was too hectic, and I didn't like it. So but this looks really cool. And if it's anything like the round-based zombies in Cold War, I'm fine with that, because that was really fun. Like Die Machine, and like I don't remember any of the other names of the maps. There's just so many zombie maps at this point. I can't remember all of them, but this looks really cool. So let's go back to the beginning. I just want to comb through it again and see if there's any like, so their eyes are yellow, obviously that makes sense, because this is after moon, right? Is that how that works? I don't know. I should say this, I'm not a zombies lore expert. I just love zombies and I should know more about the lore. I don't. You can call me out in the comments if I make any mistakes in that department, but just know I'm not a specialist in that. So, okay, so it looks like they're still incorporating, yeah, those things, right? Are those new or, okay, the dark aether is still a thing as well, which is like, that's cool. And the gunplay looks, yeah, this looks pretty good. Like the zip lining and the aiming and the running. If that's how the game looks when you're playing it, that's cool. What is that thing? I don't know what that is. Maybe I do. I need to play Cold War Zombies again because obviously it's reminding me a lot of Cold War because that's the vibe. This feels like a second installment from what I've seen, and I haven't seen much, but like the pictures, the videos, a little bit of the gameplay that I've seen in clips and stuff, it looks like Cold War, which I'm fine with because I loved Cold War. That was like one of my favorite Call of Duties in the last 5 years. Yeah, what is up with this? There's like that must be a trap of some kind, that like, superhero lady. Yeah, with the heat vision. That's pretty cool. Aetherella. Okay, I get it. Nice. Okay. So they're going like a superhero thing with this. So I wonder if that's like right there, that's like what is it? A Juggernaut magazine? Well, what is going on here? This is really cool. I'm liking this. Okay, we've got the big boys and then this thing. Yeah, interesting. I remember something like that from the last Zombies, but what she did, okay. She did this. Okay, so I wonder if she is referring to what, Max's daughter? Is that still connected in this world? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, right, because you follow her into the teleporter in that one map. I don't remember what it's called. Anyway, this is really cool. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not going to spend too much more time kind of like, reacting to anything or going through the video. So that was one of the videos I wanted to watch. Oh, and I know Call of Duty actually just did this big thing today where they they did the big showcase. I'm going to take some time to watch that. It's 4 hours, so like I might not watch the whole thing. But either way, that's cool. So Liberty Falls and then the multiplayer reveal trailer. That was the other one I wanted to watch. So I love... Okay. Whoops. That's not... I want to make sure we're at the highest quality here. Okay, and we'll turn the volume back up. And then, I'm not going to say anything like last time. So I'll just let it play. And this is the Black Ops 6 multiplayer reveal trailer.
Pre-order the Vault Edition and get the Hunters versus Hunted operator.
Again, no with the pre-order. Even though it looks really cool. Okay, let's talk about it. So 2 things right off the bat. I'm really looking forward to and also feeling questionable about 2 things. The Omni movement has the potential to be really cool. It can also, it can also be an absolute fucking nightmare. Yeah, okay, so here we go, right here. So the Omni movement, right? Okay, a little RCXD action, gotta love that, gotta love that. And the M16, yeah, so Omni movement, that's, I don't know exactly what that is. I'm assuming it's just like you can maneuver in whichever way you want, like there's no, or maybe there's not no limitation, but like maybe more freedom of movement, which is really cool. That sounds cool to me, but like, how are they going to do that? How is that going to work into a controller? How is that, you know, I'm kind of interested to see how that goes. It could be a logistical nightmare, or it could be really cool. So interested to see how that goes. Maybe on PS5, it's you can like, it's like a not a haptic thing, but like a, you know, you move the controller or stuff. I don't know. I'm interested to see how that goes. And then the second thing, yeah, this is huge. 16 all new maps. Now, what was the last Call of Duty? Modern Warfare 3. When the game came out, there were 0, count 'em, 0 new maps, which is ridiculous. They were all redone, which cool, that's fine. And I think it's Modern Warfare 3. Was it 2? Modern Warfare? It might have, I don't know. I think it was Modern Warfare 3. But there were no new maps. They were just recycled, redone, you know, revamped old Call of Duty maps, which was fun to do. Like, I loved running around on high rise, like quick scoping and whatever in multiplayer, but you got to have original maps or new maps with the game. It doesn't have to be 16. Like 16 is a pretty good number. That's pretty cool. I was expecting like half that, you know. So that's really cool. The gameplay and the player mobility, like the way that things are moving, especially when they do those like first person action shots, like it looks pretty similar to Cold War. It just feels, just from an outside perspective, not having played it yet, it feels like Cold War. And I really liked how Cold War multiplayer was. I really liked the player movement. I really liked the guns. Really liked the maps. I thought the maps on Cold War were great. And that's something that a lot of the more recent, like post-reboot Call of Duties haven't done well, is like maps. Like I loved the Modern Warfare reboot. I loved how it played. I loved the guns. I loved the campaign was awesome. That's another thing I want to go back to, the campaign. That was awesome, but the maps, especially on the reboot Modern Warfare, were terrible. So, yeah, I mean, what I'm seeing right here, these maps look cool, but you don't really know how a map is until you play it. So, yeah, overall, I'm really excited about this. The guns look simple enough. One thing I don't like about recent, the guns look simple enough. They don't look super flashy. Like I'm down with cool camos and whatnot, but like one thing I have not enjoyed about Call of Duty in the past few years is that it feels like the weapon customization in Vanguard was atrocious. Like, I'm sorry, you can't have modern attachments on a Thompson, you know, like or a Car 98 or something ridiculous. Like, I don't want to have a holo scope, like a hologram scope on a Car 98. Like, not gonna happen. I don't want any attachments on World War II guns, really. You know, maybe a round mag for a Thompson turned into a Tommy gun at some points, or like an enhanced barrel on a trench gun or something. But like, that was just atrocious. Like, you can't. It's just not how that works in people's minds, I feel like, because if you go back to World at War, way back at, what was that, 2010, the simplicity of those guns in World War II is just like, that's the cool part about it, how simple they are, how effective it was. And anyway, Back to this though, it feels more and more like Fortnite sometimes, where like everything's very flashy and colorful, and like the specialists are like, that's a very Fortnite thing. Like the specialists, like, I don't know. I don't want it to feel like Fortnite. I want it to feel like Call of Duty, and I'm glad that, you know, since the reboot they've stopped with the whole jetpack thing, because like I just hated that. Infinite Warfare and Advanced Warfare were travesties in my mind. I couldn't stand it. Yeah, I mean, it looks cool. It looks like they're picking up where they left off with Cold War. And to that point, I wonder how the timeline's working, especially in terms of the campaign, because obviously, you know, the Cold War campaign took place in the 80s, right? And it was very much like, you know, Cold War arms race type thing where like, you know, a lot of espionage, and that was really cool. I loved that, and corruption and whatnot. And I know the campaign trailer for this, I haven't watched that yet. Is there a campaign trailer for this? I might look at that in a second. Yeah, I like the direction that it's going, because I think it's picking up right where Cold War left off, maybe like post-Soviet Union collapse or something, post-Berlin Wall, post-Cold War, whatever. If it's going in that direction, I'm really excited about that, because not only is that historically interesting and like really like, you know, rich lore that you could create there, like within that timeline, and kind of make it suitable for the game, that could be really cool. So all in all, I think this looks really cool. I hope that the Omni movement is, and this guy looks badass. I hope that the Omni movement doesn't suck. I really like that they have a bunch of new maps. I don't want it to be super flashy in terms of weapons. Like, this is fine, you know, like people are going to have their camos, and then people are obviously going to buy fucking, you know, skins and stupid. I never do that. But it looks really cool. It looks like Call of Duty. It looks like Cold War. I'm looking forward to it. So let me pause this and let me go see. I'm going to go see if they have a campaign trailer, because I don't think I've seen that yet, and I want to see if they have that. So I'll be right back. All right, it shows you how much I've been paying attention. So I guess 2 months ago, this trailer came out, and I never watched it. That shows you how ridiculously detached I've been from video games lately. So, yeah, I don't want to watch. This is the gameplay reveal, but like, so this is the campaign gameplay trailer. Oh, well, I'm not going to watch the non-Call of Duty ones. I'm just gonna watch, yeah, because okay, this is what I want to see. This is what I want to know as far as the lore goes and the story and whatnot. I want to see where they're going with this. So I'm gonna play this one. This is the gameplay reveal trailer.
Good evening. The Soviet Union is no more, despite a potential for instability and chaos. These events clearly serve our national interest. Free from the specter of global conflict.
Today we celebrate the mystery of American renewal.
Something's going on. Something big.
I'm a fire starter, terrific fire starter.
I figured if I stuck around hell long enough, I'd see the devil.
How's he look?
I'm a fire starter, terrific fire starter.
The agency is compromised. We're being hunted from the inside.
You're the fire starter, twisted fire starter.
You don't have to trust me, Marshal. But it might be better if you do.
Hey! It's something you should see.
What the hell are we getting into? Don't trust anyone.
You broke into a CIA black site. Are you out of your mind?
Things got complicated.
continue to bless the United States of America.
Pre-order the Vault Edition.
All right. Okay. So pretty badass, I think. Let's see. Where do I start with that? Okay. So it is a continuation of Cold War because you got Woods and you got familiar characters. So that's cool. And I figured that would happen. I like that they're pushing that storyline forward. I like that it's post-Soviet Union, and, you know, the falling of the Berlin Wall, right? That's super cool. So 91 is when we're taking place. That's just such a... It's actually funny because I'm watching... There's a documentary on Netflix called Turning Point. What is it? The Bomb in the Cold War, I think is what it's called. Super good documentary. Like, one of the best Netflix historical... you know, documentaries I've ever seen, and the episodes are like an hour long, and there's 8 to 10 episodes. I think it's a really, really comprehensive sort of outline of what happened, basically from post World War II, like right at the end of World War II till like, and I think it goes up to modern day because it kind of goes back and forth between like modern day tensions in Russia and Ukraine and all this other stuff. So it's really fascinating, especially the time of the Soviet Union and when the Soviet Union fell. That is a extremely interesting and crazy time in U.S. history and world history, really. So it's really cool to see that coming to fruition in a video game. And I know we're at the point now, I feel like, the technology is there, the storytelling ability is there for them to just kind of take the reins and like use history in a way that's very, very interesting and fun. And yeah, I'm excited to see what they do with that. So that's really, really cool. I like the kind of like government corruption, you know, stuff that they're leaning into, the CIA, and like, I wonder how that's gonna go. It looks really cool and just such a good like concept for like our time now. I think that's a really like super important thing that we should all be talking about, and it's so cool to have him back. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm really excited about this, and I can't believe I haven't watched this yet. This one in particular came out 2 months ago, and I have not watched it yet. So really excited about that, but I mostly wanted to cover the multiplayer and the zombies. I'm excited for all of it. I think when I talk with my friends about Call of Duty every year, we use the term cautiously optimistic a lot of the time, just because we've been burned before. Call of Duty fans have been burned so many times. You know, the last time we had like more than one good consecutive Call of Duty game, I think, in my opinion, was the Modern Warfare reboot and then Cold War. Those two Call of Duties are like amazing. I love those Call of Duties, like probably in my top 5 Call of Duties. Especially Cold War. Maybe not the Modern Warfare reboot, but Cold War particularly, I sank a lot of time into that game. So I'm very much looking forward to this, but like I said, the term is cautiously optimistic. I feel like I don't want to get my hopes up, and I'm not going to pre-order it because I don't, you know, I'm still not there yet with the trust. But I'm gonna be on tour until like right before the game comes out. I think a couple weeks before the game comes out, I'll get back before. I'll be back here. I'll be back home before it comes out. So I'm gonna wait to hear what people are saying about it. I'm gonna try not to watch gameplay because I kind of like to experience that for the first time, on my own. But I'll be watching reveal stuff. I'll be watching lore stuff. I won't be doing gameplay stuff. So anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with this game, and I hope you are too. And if it ends up being good, I will buy it and I will be playing it. So with that, yeah, that was a lot, but I wanted to try this format for a video. So I hope you all enjoyed it, and if you like this, I'll keep doing this with stuff that I'm interested in, and we'll go from there. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. All right, goodbye.